Hello everyone, welcome back again. We have almost completed the Modern Indian History series. Five videos have been completed, which gives you a glimpse of the modern Indian history. Now, this video will be exclusively looking at the individual personalities who are really important for the freedom struggle, as well as in exams also. These personalities will be asked a lot. In depth we'll be going and we'll be seeing what all personalities they have done, and there are a lot of questions based on these personalities. If you are watching this single video, I think you'll be able to do many of the bits, many of the questions in prelims. So I would say, just go through this once, then you can revise these things, and you have to remember these things, which are very important points that we have put in this video. uh, Not all the traditional aspects are asked by UPSC, or even in SSC they are not asking the traditional things, which you probably may be reading in all the so-called famous books. So I would say some that extra research in every personality you should be doing, and what all influenced these personalities are also important as far as the exam is concerned. And apart from that also, as a aspirant, you should know these personalities, and they'll give you a lot of emotional boost. We will see how the personality is developed into a national hero, a national figure. It's not uh, that easy. Their lives are not that easy. They struggled a lot, and they have uh, took a lot of pain in reaching whatever they have reached. So we'll see. We'll start with Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi is a very famous and very favorite topic of UPSC. Uh, if you see, almost every year there will be a question related to, directly or indirectly related to Mahatma Gandhi, because the freedom struggle, mostly, the most important aspects belongs to Gandhi's life. So UPSC probably generally they want to ask the personality about how his personality was shaped, what all his works, what in what ways he influenced the people. All these things UPSC is interested in too. Generally, generally we know the non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, quit India movement, partition. All these things are common knowledge, general knowledge. But you have to go that extra mile in finding out the key details of a personality, and sometimes these details are asked in the exam. So we'll start with Mahatma Gandhi, the uh, father of the nation, and I would say um, this video will be fetching you a lot. If you calculate the cost benefit ratio, this a small video will be giving you at least one question in the exam. So this just watch this importantly, and even if you have watched the previous five videos or not, this video will definitely get you one mark. We'll see. And we'll start with Mahatma Gandhi, and let's see how our Bapuji has took a shape. Uh, See, the most important aspects of Gandhiji has been taken here, and the first important aspect that we discuss here is he founded Natal Indian Congress. Remember this word, Natal Indian Congress. He founded it in 1894, and majorly for the Indian community in South Africa. And this was the beginnings of Gandhi as a leader, Mahatma Gandhi. So these facts are important. They might give you Natal Indian Congress कहाँ पे है, South Africa पे. बहुत लोग मतलब if you think that these may be simple facts, but these will fetch you suddenly if they are asked in exam, you will go blank. So just revise these things. These are very important. And the second aspect we would cover is the Boer War. You know, during the Boer War, Gandhi volunteered uh, about he formed a volunteer corps. They were helping medically. Medical help was provided by these corps, and out of all these services they have provided, even Gandhiji has received this Queen's Medal. Queen's Medal जो मिला था, this was during this Boer War. It was during 1900s, 1900, 1901. उस टाइम की बात है ये. So this is also an important fact. He received a Queen's Medal there. That's why Britishers and Europeans are a little bit inclined to Mahatma Gandhi. When he initially also when he came to India also, Britishers were speaking very politely because he helped Britishers a lot in the war. And in 1910, he established a Tolstoy farm with his friend Hermann Kallenbach. Okay, and that Tolstoy farm was in Johannesburg. Just remember these facts. In 1910, in 1918, during the part of World War, Gandhiji was invited to war conference. This was in 1918. Just imagine. This was before NCM, non-cooperation movement. So why he was invited to war conference? Because he had an experience already working in this Boer war. That's why Viceroy invited him to for his suggestions, and he also agreed to participate in the war effort. Okay. This was asked in the last year's paper also. And 1906, this going back, Satyagraha for the first time he introduced. He introduced in Johannesburg. All his experiments were in South Africa. So these minute facts are very very important. 1906, uh, the first the first Satyagraha was took place, and due to his war efforts only, uh, Britishers said that we will just consider your idea and we will give you Swaraj very soon after the World War One. But this was a failed lie. Uh, but still, Britishers respected Gandhi a lot. We'll go further. His book was Hind Swaraj in 1909. You know, in this book, before coming to India itself, he declared that the British rule in India is not because of the British ideology or British uh, talent. It is because of Indians have given them. Okay. So these statements can be asked in a question. Okay. Hind Swaraj, just remember it was a 1909 book, and few important aspects of Mahatma Gandhi have been portrayed here. The communal award, this is one of the most important aspects of modern Indian history. This resulted in Pune Pact. You know, B.R. Ambedkar and Mahatma Gandhi met in jail, and this Pune Pact was signed between Ambedkar and Madan Mohan Malviya, not between Ambedkar and Gandhi. Just remember this fact. Important. People will just forget it. And this was in 1939. This incident was little bit important. Gandhi supported Pattavi Sitaramaya against Subhash Chandra Bose, and Subhash Chandra Bose actually has won. In which session actually Gandhiji lost almost. Ideologically, Gandhiji has lost it because his support was failed. People were after Subhash Chandra Bose, so this session is little bit important, and they might ask you who was the person who contested against Subhash Chandra Bose on Gandhiji's support. That was Pattavi Sitaramayana, just remember. And these books are generally asked. There was a book asked, we'll see just in 1 minute. What are these books are, William Salter's Ethical Religion. Just remember these things. They might ask. Henry David Thoreau's On the Duty of Civil Disobedience, and Leo Tolstoy's The Kingdom of God is Within You. There is a special relation between Tolstoy and Gandhiji. Okay, and this letter, this work of Leo Tolstoy was favorite of Gandhiji. And in 1909, Gandhi and Tolstoy were exchanging letters, and it was said that Tolstoy's last letter was to Gandhi. Okay, it was in 1910. So the fact to remember is a letter to Hindu is written by whom? Leo Tolstoy. Okay, and Gandhiji had a special relation with Leo Tolstoy. They exchanged letters also. Just remember these facts. There was a question on this, that a direct question, unto his last. This was a book by John Ruskin. The question was exactly, they asked this line, particular line. See, straight away they asked, what was Gandhi influenced from this book? Actually, his inferences were three inferences he drawn from this book unto his last. It was, one was, the good of individual is contained in good for all. Unto the last would mean only the uplift of the last. And this was the third one, the life of the tiller of the soil and that of handicraftsman is a life worth living. This is a very beautiful statement, right? Many people dream these things. This is really a good statement, I would say. Okay, so we'll go further. Then newspapers, we can see not much, but still, just remember this Harijan. Uh, Harijan was a Gujarati newspaper, and Indian Opinion when he was in South Africa, and Young India. He was associated with all these things, and Navajiva also. Just remember, these are not a routine things which is available. Okay? Navajiva was published in Hindi also. It was originally a Gujarati monthly. All these things are associated with Gandhiji. Harijan, Indian Opinion, Young India, and Navajiva. Okay? And these things, this everyone knows, I would say. But this is important, that's why we introduced here. And yeah, this is also one important aspect. This was the only time when Mahatma Gandhi was heading an INC session. It was in 1924, Belgaum Navadai. It was in Karnataka. So this is the only session where Gandhiji has headed the Congress session. And one more important aspect, I would say, I mean, many people, uh, whether they know or not, this is one of the most interesting and important facts. Uh, he wrote the Cult of the Bomb article. Who सकता है? These things sometimes suddenly, surprisingly, UPSC asks, and later on people just go bonkers, and they'll see कहाँ से पूछा था, कहाँ से क्या हुआ था, but these things are very very important for exam, as well as the facts of a personality, because this article was written when Lord Irwin was attacked by the revolutionaries. There was a strong attack in which they attacked the viceroy when he was going in a train. There was a bomb blast, and Irwin escaped it very slightly, Lord Irwin. And Gandhiji has written in newspaper, by saying that thank God, viceroy is saved. Viceroy ko kuch nahi hua. Because, and he wrote this article by the name "The Cult of the Bomb." Okay, and he was critical of revolutionaries. He didn't support revolutionaries. Gandhiji was against revolutionaries in a way, we can say. So, in response to this, we'll see later on. Okay, but as of now, you just remember the Cult of the Bomb was written by Mahatma Gandhi. Next, the most important personality in freedom struggle or the modern Indian history, I would say, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And on a whole, I would say he is one of the exceptional personalities in Indian history, we would say. Because, see, other personalities are, they have their own charisma, but B.R. Ambedkar is having his own charisma. You know? The struggles of B.R. Ambedkar cannot be defined in a single slide or a single paragraph. Okay? He have written many books, but is one of the most idolized character of modern Indian history. And as far as the exam point of view, also, at least one question on B.R. Ambedkar is a must. I would say at least there will be one question by UPSC. So let's see what all the works of B.R. Ambedkar has took a light. एंड आप ये मत समझिए कि ही वाज नॉट एज मतलब he was from a very backward sections of the society, but the brightness or the knowledge levels of the person are very very high. exceptional, we can say, extraordinary. Okay, he had doctorates from Columbia University and even London School of Economics. Just see the things. आज के डेट में भी if you want to go to London School of Economics, it's not an easy thing, but he had degrees from both, and he's the only person who participated in all the three round table conferences. मतलब not the only person, I would say, the most important personality, because Congress से कोई गया नहीं था. And if they ask a statement like this, then you can just remember this. He is a personality which participated in all the three notable conferences. Okay, we'll see what all his works are. His writings are the first work, we would say, the conditions that he has experienced all in his childhood. He have written a writings on this no pune, no vote. Interestingly, also, if you read these things, they are very, very degradable society you would experience. You know? Ambedkar ji, when he was in school, nobody used to give him water. You know, these, if you go through detailedly, and if he is hungry, if he is thirsty, then anybody from the higher caste, they used to come and touch the glass and they used to give the water to Ambedkar. And generally, students wouldn't come, and so he said that there was a peon, and peon used to come and pour the water in the glass, and he is not allowed to touch the glass, and he is not allowed to sit in the class. You know, these kind of extreme punishments used to be given for the untouchables. He was treated as an untouchable, and facing all these circumstances, he rose to a national level. It's not easy as said. You know, one of the most inspiring personalities, I would say. Today, we just cry for all petty and small things. Uh, but see the dedication or the level of determination the person should have. And he is one such personality, we can say. Then, moving ahead, his thesis are little bit, just remember, National Dividend of India, Historic and Analytical Study. These were the thesis when he was as a student. At the age of 22, he went to this foreign. Okay, and one more is castes in India, their mechanism, genesis, and development. You know, these were the thesis of Ambedkar. These may not be that important as such, but we just remember. You know, every fact is important for UPSC. One video is not a big thing for you, but just go through these things. And he has written one more book, Waiting for the Visa. To go in this book also, he wrote all the experiences that he have faced uh, during faced as an untouchable. And this was also an important fact, we can say. He was invited to testify before the South Borough Committee, which was preparing the Government of India Act 1990. Why? Because they thought that Ambedkar worked as a professor also. You know, he took up lot of professions. He was a professor, he was a lawyer, he was a social activist, yeah, and he was an well economist. You know, lot of roles are there in Ambedkar. That's why I've said he's an exceptional personality, extraordinary personality. So the South Borough Committee, then he raised the importance of separate electorates for the depressed classes also. There he raised this. And you know, this is also one of the important, many exams have asked this already. UPSC might also ask this. Okay. He adamantly rejected the Aryan invasion theory, and he said that it is so absurd and it ought to have been dead long ago. This book was written in 1946. It was the name of the book is Who Were the Shooters. This is one of the important books, not only uh, in the exam point of view, but it is very very important book in political circles as well. Okay, moving further, these things, you know, just remember for the exam point of view, these are important. You know, that one question, then that extra mile. This is that extra mile that people will be looking for. In 1924, he established Bahishkrit Hitakarni Sabha. This is depressed classes in institutes, generally to address the difficulties faced by untouchables. And these things are Mok Nayak, Bahishkrit Bharat, Equality Janata. These are the periodicals published by B.R. Ambedkar. And in the late 1927, he publicly condemned Manusmriti. This is one of the most violent या फिर आइडियोलॉजी at that time. मनुस्मृति को बहुत vehemently अपोज किया, and he even burned the copies, and he advised all the people, all his followers, to burn the copies because it said that untouchables, the class caste system, and it defined the untouchable word because of that. And in 1930, Ambedkar launched a Kalaram Temple movement. This is also very important. Temple entry. Temples में allow नहीं करते थे untouchables को. Then he volunteered around 15,000 people at this temple satyagraha, and the temples were reluctant to allow them into the temples also. This was in 1930. Later on, he formed Depressed Classes Federation also in 1932. Just a small fact, Depressed Caste Federation. In 1936, he founded Independent Labour Party. This is a separate political party apart from Congress. Okay, and in the 37 elections also, he got 13 seats in the Central Assembly. 13 plus 4 seats. And Independent Labour Party also fought elections, and it was more famous among the depressed classes people. And in 1942, he found Scheduled Caste Federation in support of these things. Scheduled Caste Federation later on became turned into Republican Party of India also. And one more book, Annihilation of Caste. This was published in 1836. Okay, and this was a little bit controversial book also. He criticized all the Hindu leaders, religious leaders, in encouraging untouchability. And this is also one of the controversy, we can say. Thoughts on Pakistan. In 1940, he wrote a 400 page tract. Okay, and this actually disturbed the relations between INC and Muslim League also. Actually, he supported Muslim League in a way. Ambedkar has supported, and they said that the Muslim League demand of Pakistan is a just. Okay, so this is also important because no important national leader has supported Muslim League demand in the creation of Pakistan. So Ambedkar has done that. Just remember these facts. These facts are very very important and very very minute details we have kept here. Uh, okay. Any question can come from these things. Then the next famous personality that we are looking for is Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru, not many questions on Jawaharlal Nehru, but few things you have to remember. In 1931, he framed the Fundamental Rights and Economic Policy, and it was ratified in the Congress Party session at Karachi. You know, it was chaired by Vallabhbhai Patel. Just remember this; it's not that important. And in 30s, there was Congress Socialist Party group, and these were the leaders who were a little bit opposing the Congress ideas. Jayaprakash Narayan, Narendra Dio, but this faction was very close to Jawaharlal Nehru. He was a bridge between these leaders and the INC. So he played a important role in the national movement, we can say, in integrating everyone. And All India States People's Conference, which was formed in 1927, and in 1939, Nehru was made a president of that. And what was this about actually? This played an important role in the integration of India. And later on, the leaders like Vallabhbhai Patel and V.P. Menon, they were uh, negotiating with a lot of princely states, and this actually helped. uh, in the national integration. So they might ask you ऑल इंडिया स्टेट्स पीपल कॉन्फ्रेंस इसका प्रेसिडेंट किसको बनाया था, ठीक है. एंड he was also given responsibility of planning of economy, you know, for the future India, which was appointed to National Planning Commission in 1938 to frame such policies. National Planning Commission का head किसको बनाया था? This is also fact that you need to note. And this objective resolution already they have asked a question on this. Okay, they already asked, but still you have to remember this is one of the historic resolution that we can say. It was adopted on 1947, 22nd January. From now onwards, we'll see important. I would say the most important personalities have been covered. We have covered only three, but the questions are more or less belongs to these three personalities. They are very very important personalities. खासकर मतलब महात्मा गांधी एंड अम्बेडकर, ये दो पर्सनालिटीज के ऊपर तो हमेशा 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 यूपीएससी विल आस्क क्वेश्चन. Then, on a whole, we'll see what all are the important personalities they have contributed to the freedom struggle. You can see the Aurobindo Ghosh, Birendra Kumar Ghosh, Raj Bihari Ghosh, Jatindra Nath Mukherjee. All these are revolutionary leaders belonging to Anushilan Samiti during the time period of 1902. Just remember these facts. See, this video is not conceptual things, only facts are given here. Just remember these, memorize these in a scientific way. Okay. रट्टा मतलब पूरा मतलब blindly don't go for it, but remember these things in a logical way. Concepts यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है, but facts, these facts are very very important. Sometimes straight questions are asked. Shyamji Krishna Varma, he was the founder of Indian Home Rule Society. This is not a home rule league, it's a home rule society. India House and Indian Socialists. This was not in India, these are in London during 1905. This is Swadeshi movement. Chandrasekhar Azad, most of the people know him, but just remember he gave a new name to HRA. Earlier there was HRA, it was converted into HSRA. It was converted in 1928. Then Bhagat Singh, everyone knows him, you know, and the major things of Bhagat Singh, you have to remember the murder of Saunders. He was an ASP, police chief, and throwing the bomb in the Central Legislative Assembly in Delhi. This was in 1928. Bhagwati Charan Vohra, and he wrote the manifesto of HSRA. And here I would like to say, we have seen he wrote this philosophy of the bomb. Okay, this was in response to the cult of the bomb, which was written by Mahatma Gandhi. So this is how you can link. Bhagwati Charan Vohra. This is also an important personality. This was written in 1929. ठीक है. Jayaprakash Narayan, earlier we have seen Ram Manohar Lohia, Acharya Narendra Dev. They formed a different party, Congress Socialist Party, in 1934. Okay, Congress Socialist Party. You have to know who all are the people associated with this. And there was a case, Kakori conspiracy case in 1925. Mostly it was done by HRA. Okay, because HSRA was not there at that time. The main leader would be Chandrasekhar Azad. Okay. Kalpana Dutt, she was sentenced for life for participating in Chittagong army raids in 1930. She was headed by Surya Sen. These two names you have to remember, Surya Sen and Kalpana Dutt. Mainly women revolutionaries, जहाँ पे भी है, you have to remember, because women participating in freedom struggle is not a small thing at that time. The position of women was very weak, but still they participated and fought for freedom. So these names are very very important. Kalpana Dutt, just remember her name. Durgabai Deshmukh, another important name. She organized Salt Satyagraha during CDM, and she was a member of Constituent Assembly and the establishment of Andhra Mahila Sabha. These sabhas also little bit important. She was very instrumental. Uh, During 1941 only, she formed the Andhra Mahila Sabha. Just remember. Aruna Asaf Ali, one more very powerful woman leader of Indian freedom struggle, and she participated in CDM also during 1930-32. But her major participation was in Quit India movement in 1942. She in fact hoisted the national flag at Mumbai's these grounds, stating that we have almost acquired freedom. So they might ask you, uh, who was that woman leader who hoisted a national flag at Mumbai during the Quit India movement? So she was Aruna Asaf Ali. And these personalities, just remember, I think nobody will forget Subhash Chandra Bose, but just for the fact we have given you Azad Hind Fauj and All India Forward Bloc, this was formed within the Congress itself. Just remember this. It was in 1943 and 1939. Pingali Venkaya, this was a person who designed the national flag. Okay, this national flag was designed much earlier, but later on, of all the INC people, they decided that this flag should be adopted. And finally, uh, before independence, just before the independence, they adopted the national flag designed by Pingali Venkaya. Remember this personality's name. Okay, Lakshmi Sehgal, she was a woman army officer in INA, Azad Hind Fauj, a very famous personality. Lakshmi Sehgal. There was a recent newspaper articles also on her. Okay, so uh, she's just remember. Sucheta Kriplani, she was a founder of All India Mahila Congress in 1940, and she sang Vande Mataram on 15th August 1947. Just remember these facts. They may ask you straight questions. Who sang Vande Mataram song in the Constituent Assembly on Independence Day? They can ask you directly. And Chandrasekhar Azad again, we have seen this already. Okay. Um, Subodh Roy, this name is not a routine name, but remember, sometimes UPSC surprises you. He was famous in the Tebaga movement. Tebaga movement, uh, we have seen these type of peasant movements. This is also one such type. Uh, at that time, sharecroppers used to give half of their harvest, and this movement mainly reducing the demand by one third. Tebaga generally means divided into three type of thing, divided into three parts, and this was during 1946 and 47. And these women personalities are little bit important for the exam. Generally, people focus, examiners focus on asking such personalities, but you need to remember other ways also. Sarojini Naidu, uh, she was the first woman president of INC in 1924. This is a trap here. She was not the first woman president. She was the first Indian woman president. Okay, first woman president was Annie Besant. Okay, we'll see about Annie Besant. She launched the Home Rule League in 1917, and she was supported by Tilak, and she was also very influential lady at that time. Okay, we have seen in the earlier videos also what are the rules of Home Rule League and Annie Besant. Many things we have seen. Bikaji Kama, she was also an important personality, philanthropist. Uh, Actually, there is an interesting fact. She was exiled to Europe and was allowed to come to India only if she promised that she won't fight for Indian freedom struggle. So what she did was she fought for India's freedom from outside itself. Such a great personality, and she unfurled the flag of Indian independence in Stuttgart, Germany. They might confuse you uh, with the place or with the personality. They might say the unfurling of flag of Indian independence was in Russia or in some other European country. It was in Germany. Just remember these things. And it happened during the Swadeshi movement itself, 1907 में हुआ था ये. Okay, and it was Bikaji Kama only, no other leader. They might confuse you with Annie Besant. And Usha Mehta, she was very active during the Quit India movement, and she performed and she operated an underground radio to spread the messages. Leaders सब बंद थे उस टाइम पे, so how they can communicate she started a underground radio. This was in 1942. So I would say major important personalities that we have seen, mostly, one question is expected from this video. Just revise these things. uh, Sometimes, some weird personalities comes. For that, don't just panic. You need to leave away few questions in prelims, and not all questions are attempted. Last time there was a question on PC Joshi and KC Neogi. They are um, very light personalities. Nobody would even focus on them. At least Tej Bahadur Sapru, we know few things about him. But such questions should be left out. UPSC will really test you. I have already made a video on how to crack civil service prelims. If you go through that, you will have a logical analysis. Few questions are a trap. And as far as the personalities are concerned, we have covered almost all the important personalities, especially the things which I have covered with Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar. They are very important. The facts which we have designed here are you can search in Google also, but some questions are expected uh, with these personalities. So I hope this video will definitely help in your preparation, and we'll look forward what can be done. History एक सीरीज हो गया था, एक सीरीज खत्म हो गया. uh, then we'll focus on what can be taken further. I think the 5 videos which we have made on the modern Indian history, along with this personality video, that would be a great combination for your revision. If you watch these things uh, repeatedly, and if you revise repeatedly, and I think prelims will be uh, easy for you. History is very safe option, like I was saying in the earlier videos also, and I think these videos are sufficient for your prelims. And just be cautious, be patient. Patience is very much important, and stay healthy. Okay, keep watching, and happy reading. Thank you. Thanks for the patience. Thank you.